Hey, just Antoine here. How to do my time, prison perspective. You know, I've been doing prison ministry for quite some time, and I've never been locked up, but I've been around. I've been, like I said, I've been doing prison ministry for a long time, and so I've dealt with brothers and sisters that have been incarcerated, and I'm going to start having some of them on the podcast as well. And when you're doing time, it's so easy to fall into the blame game, right? It's so easy to um, blame others for where you are and why you're where you are. One of the things that I want to emphasize again is that if we don't take responsibilities for where we are, we won't take responsibility for where we're going. And so I'm going to keep on saying that as long as God gives me breath, because I know that the sooner that we can get that understanding, the sooner we can start moving to a higher ground, a higher level of living. So I've noticed that a lot of people incarcerated, whether you're in jail or out of jail, but if you're incarcerated by your mind, your mindset, you find yourself blaming others. And that needs to stop. It's so easy to point the finger at somebody else and, call them on the carpet for whatever they've done and how that what they've done has affected you. And some of it is valid in a sense, but how you respond to it is your responsibility. So some things that you couldn't avoid, um, it happened to you. Maybe you were younger and this, that, and the other, and it happened to you, and you saying, because I grew up in this environment, I grew up in this household, this happened to me and that happened to me. This is why I am where I am. So maybe you couldn't have prevented some of the things from happening to you. But what you do with what has happened to you is your responsibility. So you need to own that. You need to own that, hey, I need to lay that silly stuff down, right? I need to transform it into something positive that I can free myself to live the best days of my life with the rest of my life. Because if you continue to be the victim, guess what? You will always be the victim and you will never be free. I don't know about you, but I want to live free. One of my goals is I want to own 100% of my time. I want to be free to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, with who I want to do it, and for how long I want to do it. Right? But I got to be free here. I need to be free in my mind. And to be free in your mind, you have to own your life. You have to own who you are. And then if you can own who you are, then you can start making changes to who you are and how you do things. Otherwise, it's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. So I really wanted to talk today about, that was just on top. I really wanted to talk today about deception. So we need not to deceive ourselves, right? And part of that is taking responsibility for who we are, where we are, and then making a vow to change and be better. Then we have to stop deceiving those that love us or care for us, our parents, our friends, our relatives. We have to stop blaming them or trying to make them feel guilty for not giving you what you feel that you need while you are incarcerated. You know, I talk to the guys often, and I say, you know, this is I say when you when your loved one get that call and they know it's from you, from the jail, they are making all kinds of noises, faces, because they really don't want to answer that call because they know you're going to be complaining, you're going to be begging, and it's going to be, oh, poor old me. And so they may get all of that out of their system because they really don't hear it, but they love you and they're committed to you, but they really wish you grow up and become a man, become a woman, and stop crying and whining and complaining about your situation because nobody got you into that situation but you. And if you don't own it, I can't help you with that. I can't help you. If you don't own it, you have to own it. You have to own it if you want to be free. And you got to forgive those that have trespassed against you, those that have done things to you, and then choose how not to allow it to affect the rest of your life. You got to forgive you for doing the stuff that you've done to yourself and to others if you're going to move forward in your life. And so this is what this is all about. And stop deceiving your people that love you, that are still in your corner, despite of you, because they may not be there always. They may get sick and tired of being sick and tired of hearing you and all your boo-hoo stories. Some of y'all have spouses that's out in the free world, and you don't really care how they're doing. It's all about you and what you need and what you rarely, if you ask about the kids, it's on a surface basis. Do you talk to your kids? I hope this ain't for everybody, but if the shoe fits, you wear it. The dog that when you throw a brick into a pack of dogs, the one that get hits hollers. So if this hits you, holla, because you must realize that the people that's in your corner are there because they want to be, and they don't have to be. Even our parents don't have to be in our corner. If they are, that's because they choose to be. Especially we grown now. You incarcerated, you of age, or you did stuff that made you of age. And so you must get to that place where, hey, I'm not going to continue to punish my family, my friends, my loved ones that's in my corner with this BS, with this nonsense. I'm going to take ownership of the things that I've done. I'm not going to try to manipulate them out of their funds so that I can get what makes my prison stay more soluble, more pleasant, I'm not going to do that anymore. So they put in the hands of, I'm in Texas, and they put in the hands of, and they're putting it in the hands of all the incarcerated men and women tablets. And on this tablet, you can make phone calls to your loved ones or whoever. You can, of course, it's monitored. You can download music and download podcasts, download movies. And so a lot of revenue is going into this tablet. And now I'm talking from my perspective, okay? Not saying that I'm right, but I'm talking from my perspective, which I believe is correct. um, so I've never seen TDCJ move so fast. They got those wires, the Wi-Fi in every dorm, and they put tablets in the hands of every inmate. And so now they get paid every time they download something, they pay for something, they get a portion of what they're paying for. And so this is another way to make money for them. And so you must realize that they said, hey, these people that are incarcerated know how to manipulate. And they're going to find a way to get what they want from who they want, whoever they try to get it from. Because that's what they do. They manipulate. And so if that's you, you need to say ouch and stop manipulating. Because you end up manipulating your own self. And you never really graduate from that. You just, it's self-sabotaging. And you may get pleasure for a moment, but it's not lasting. And so we have to get to that point where we realize who we are and we stop the deception and let people, and start being genuinely concerned about our people, and not just for what we can get out of them, but for what's really going on in their life, especially when you have abandoned them and should be there to assist them with your kids and with your household and uh, things of that nature, with your responsibilities. So stop the deception. Man up, woman up, toughen up, stand on your own 2 feet. If you need help, ask for help and accept the help that's being provided. May not be much, but what is provided, you need to accept it and use that to the fullest. I'm just Antoine with how to do my time, the prison perspective. Y'all be blessed, and we'll see you at the top. Like, share, subscribe, and download. Bye for now.